Hi students, welcome to Roots Academy. Myself Inayatullah, lecturer of mathematics. Student, in our last video, we discussed the problems and the concept based on sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. And student, in this video, we will discuss about the problems based on, we will discuss the concepts of finding the inverse of a matrix using elementary operations. So again we will discuss matrix chapter today. Matrices, and in this matrix the last topic, which is finding the inverse of matrix using elementary transformations, which is very important in PUC. They may ask this topic for 3 marks. So that is elementary operations, or you can call it as transformations. Elementary operations or elementary transformations. In your exam, you will ask clearly one question to find the inverse of a matrix using elementary transformation or elementary operation. Now student, here there are 2 methods. The first method is we will find the inverse with the help of row operations. Row operations. So what exactly we'll do in row operation is, if we have a matrix A, it must be a square matrix, then only it's possible to find inverse. If A is a matrix, then we will take the condition to find its inverse is identity into A. So student, this is the condition we will use to find the inverse of a matrix with the help of row operations. That is, A is equals to identity into A. So student, here with the help of the row operation, we will try to keep changing the elements of the A matrix with the help of row operations. Then finally, once this given matrix becomes an identity matrix, then whatever the identity matrix will get, finally it become, once the given matrix A, if it becomes an identity matrix, with the help of same transformation, if the identity matrix changes to some other matrix, then student, this matrix, whatever the new matrix will get here, this matrix is called the inverse of the given matrix. This matrix is called as the inverse of given matrix, that is A matrix. This is the concept we will use in row operation. The second one is column operation. In column operation, the condition is A equals to A into I. So in both the cases, row and column operation, towards our right hand side, we will not substitute the A matrix. We will keep A as it is. We will not substitute A matrix. We will substitute A matrix only towards our left hand side. So same thing here. Once this becomes an identity, with the help of row transformations, we will column operations, we will transform the columns elements by element. Once this becomes an identity, this becomes an identity matrix, and corresponding to those column operations, whatever this identity matrix gets, some other matrix, then student, this matrix is called as the inverse of A matrix. Both the concepts are same, but the only difference is in row operation we will change the elements according to the row, and in the column operations we will change the elements according to the columns. But our intention is same. Whatever the A matrix is there, that should become an identity, and identity finally whatever it will get in place of identity matrix, that is our inverse. The first problem, find the inverse of a matrix find the inverse of a matrix 1 minus 1 2 3 1 minus 1 2 3 using elementary row operations. Using elementary row operations. A student, here he has given a matrix of order 2 cross 2 and he has mentioned the method also. Elementary row operations we should use to find the inverse of this matrix. So solution 1 minus 1 2 3. He has not given any name to this matrix. Let us call this matrix as our A matrix. So whatever the matrix he has given, that is our always A matrix. Now he has mentioned it is row operation. So the condition for row operation is A is equals to identity into A. Student, always for row operation you should use A is equals to identity into A. This is the condition. Okay. Now I will substitute here 1 minus 1 2 3. That should be equals to 1 0 0 1 into A matrix. Now student, here there are 4 elements and we know that if you need an identity matrix, the first element must be 1. Luckily we have the first element is 1 here, so no need to change this element. But the remaining 3 elements we should change. So how do we change here is, in row operation always we will try to change the elements like this. We will try to change the matrix elements like this. So this is first. After changing this, we will change this second. Then we will change this. This is our third element. At the end, we will change this. It is fourth. So we will strictly follow U-shape concept here. That is, first we will try to change this element. If this is not 1, we should first make this is 1. Once we got this is 1, then next element should be below this. That is in second row. So we should change second row elements. And in that second row, first element, we should make it is 0. Then next we should change is second row, second element. And this we should make it as 1. This is our third change. At the end, we should change the first row, second element. This is our fourth element we are changing, and this we should make as 0. Okay. Now luckily I have 1 here in the first element, so no need to change 4 elements, just I should change these 3 elements. So now I should change this. To change this 2, in place of 2, I need 0. So student, if I am changing the elements here, I should take the help of the other rows, help of the previous row. So what best I can do, there are student here, there are many methods. There are many methods to make this 2 as 0. Don't think that whatever I am following here, you also should follow same methods, same transformations. There are infinite methods. So whichever is you feel comfortable, whichever you feel that it is better and you can easily change it, you can adopt that method, that numbers, that kind of transformation. But make sure that in place of 2, we need 0. We need 0. Other elements can be changed, but this element should not change. So I am targeting only to this. So what I can do is, since anyhow this is in R2, second row, so I will mention R2 dash. Student, why I am putting dash here is, dash represents I am changing R2. So how I am changing second row, that is R2 minus 2 times of R1. R2 is getting subtracted by 2 times of first row. Now, so it means first row I am not at all changing. So first row remains same. There is no change in first row. So I will keep as it is, 1 minus 1. Now student, here if I take this, I'll write it here. 2 is second row minus 2 times of R1. R1 is 1. So this is 2 minus 2, it is 0. Okay, I got 0 here. Next, second element R2 is 3 minus 2. Corresponding to this 3, R1 is minus 1. So it is 3 minus into minus plus 2. Answer is 5. So this is 5. This is equals to, whatever the transformation are written here, this transformation I should apply on both the side matrix, left hand as well as right hand matrix. I should apply same transformation. So again here first row remains same, 1 0. Now next is R2 is 0 0 minus 2 times, corresponding to this 0, R1 is 1. So finally 0 minus 2, it's minus 2. Next student, R2 is 1 minus 2, corresponding to this R1 is 0. So 1 minus 0, it is 1. This A we should keep as it is. We should not forget to write A. We should keep writing this. Now student, this element is finished. Now my target is this element now. Third element. So in place of 5, I need 1. I should get 1 here. So how can I do? Student, the best method to make this element as 1 is, any of this is 0, we will divide R2, that is complete second row, we divide by this number. Whatever number exists here, we will divide the complete row by this number. Easily we will get 1. Otherwise also there are many methods, but I suggest that this is the easiest method. So student here, since again it is in R2, so I write R2 dash changes to R2 divided by 5. So again first row is as it is, no changes in the first row. So it is 1 minus 1. 0 divided by 5. 0 divided by 5 is 0. See this, at any cost, this should not change. Next is 5 divided by 5. It's 1. I got this. This should be equals to first row as it is here, 1, 0, minus 2 divided. Now here, I got minus 2 by 5. The next is 1 here. So if I divide this 1 by 5, so I get 1 divided by 5. This again A as it is. I got 3 elements. Now my target is this one. This minus 1 I should make it as 0. So I can make this minus 1 as 0. So I'll write it here. Now student, this minus 1 I should make it as 0. So the best method is, this is in R1, this is in first row. But if I'm changing this element as 0, this element should not change at any cost. Otherwise, my complete these 3 steps will be waste. So at any cost, this one should not change. So what is the best method? So the best transformation is R1 dash changes to, this is dash, changes to R1 plus R2. Because if I add these 2 rows, 1 plus 0 is 1 only, so it remains same. Here it is, I have negative 1 and I have positive 1 here. If I'm adding these 2 things, I will get 0 here. So here it is, 1 plus 0 is 1, minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Now second row as it is, no changes in the second row. So it's 0, that is 0 and 1. That should be equals to, student here, 1 plus minus 2 by 5. So you can write, I will write it here, 1 plus minus 2 by 5, that is equals to 1 minus 2 by 5. So here student, LCM is 5. So you can write 5 minus 2 by 5, that is 3 by 5. So student, here it is plus 3 by 5. No, 0 plus 1 by 5. 0 plus 1 by 5 is, obviously it is 1 by 5. Now second row as it is, no changes here. So here minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 5 as it is. And of course student, there is a A here. And written A here. Now student, here if I see this, I got an identity towards my left hand side. I got an identity matrix towards my left hand side. Now whatever the matrix is present in my right hand side, that is my inverse of this matrix. Therefore A inverse is equals to 3 by 5, 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. This is the final answer. So student, just it has 3 steps. So this is the first step, first transformation, second step, and this is the third step. Obviously 3 to 4th step we will get the answer. It is not at all a lengthy problem. Very easy problem, and easily each and every student can get a full marks in this topic. And 100% one question definitely they will ask in annual examination of second PUC. Let us go to the next problem. Second problem is find the inverse of matrix 1 3 2 7 using elementary row operation. Using elementary row operations. So student, in this matrix also it has given a row operation. So let us use the same concept and same method. So solution. And again in this problem he has not mentioned any name to this matrix. So let us give the name as A matrix. You can give any different name also, but I generally prefer A matrix. So let my A matrix will be 1 3 2 7. This is my A matrix. So since he has mentioned it is row operation, the condition is A is equals to identity into A. So what is A matrix? 1 3 2 7. Then identity is 1 0 0 1 into A. Now student, here again already I have 1 here, so no need to change this element. The remaining 3 elements I should change. So now I will give the preference to this element, second row elements. So as I used in the previous problem, to make this 2 as 0, I will write the transformation as R2 dash changes to R2 minus 2 times of R1. Because there is a 2 here, I should make this is first 2, so it's easy to subtract. Now what I am getting? First row as it is, no changes, 1 3. Now 2 minus R2 is 2 minus 2, corresponding to this R1 is 1. So this is 2 minus 2, answer is 0. Okay, I got 0 here. The next R2 is 7 minus 2 times of R1 is 3 here. So student, 7 minus 6, it is 1. Oh student, luckily I got this also 1. It means in one step I got both the elements, but actually I had targeted this element. Luckily I got this also as 1, so it reduces our one more step here. Okay, now same transformation I should apply towards my right hand side. So first row as it is 1 0. Now the second row is R2 is 0 minus 2 times of R1. So this is 0 minus 2, it is minus 2. Next, R2 is 1 minus 2 times of 0, because corresponding to this one we have 0 in R1. So it is 1 minus 0, it is 1. So this is A. Now student, the next is only this element I should change. This 3 I should change, and I need 0 in place of 3. So what is the transformation? Here, since this is in R1, this is in first row, So the transformation is R1 dash changes to R1 minus 3 times of R2. So student, what I am doing here is, this should not change. So this is 0 here and there is a 1 here. So I am multiplying 3 to second row. So this becomes 0 only. This becomes 3. Then you can subtract 3 minus 3. So it is first row as it is 1 and 3. No changes here. So now here student, R1 I have 1 minus this one minus 3, corresponding to this one R2 is 0. So 1 minus 0, it's 1. Okay. So student here, student, with this, here it is 1. Luckily it is 1 only. Now let us come to this. R1 is 3. R1 is 3 minus 3. Now R2 is 1. So student, this is 3 minus 3. Answer is 0. So this 3 becomes 0. Now second row as it is, no changes. I'll write 0 here and 1. This is equals to, now first row again this side 1 minus 3 R2, corresponding to this one our R2 is minus 2. So 1 minus into minus plus 6, it is 7. 7. Next is this 0 minus 3 into 1. So it is 0 minus 3 is minus 3. Now here second row as it is minus 2, 1. This is 7 into here. Student, here we can just see within 3 steps we got the answer. So student, here I have an identity matrix. Then this is my inverse. This is my inverse because left hand side I got identity. So the conclusion is, therefore, and right here, therefore a power minus 1, that is inverse of this matrix, is 7 minus 3 minus 2, 1. Okay students, now let us go to the next problem. Find the inverse of matrix 2, 5, 1, 3 using elementary row operations. Okay, student, here has given a matrix 2, 5, 1, 3, and we should find the inverse of this matrix again with the help of row operations only. And student, in your examination, if he has not mentioned any method, as I mentioned here, it is row operation. If you have didn't specified row or column, then choice is ours. We can adopt any method. So since he has mentioned it is row operation, I will take the help of row only. Solution. Let my A matrix will be 2, 5, 1, 3. So what is the condition for row operation? A is equals to identity into A. So A matrix is 2 5 1 3. That should be equals to 1 0 0 1 into A. Now student, next, now here no element is in a proper form. All the 4 elements are totally different. Now I should change all the 4 elements. So I should start with this first. What is the best method to make this 2 as 1? Again, we will subtract. Since this is in R1, so I will write R1 dash changes to R1 minus R2, because I have 2 here and 1 here. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So here R1 is 2 minus R2 is 1. So it is 1. Next I have 5 here. 5 minus 3, it's 2. Next second row as it is 1 3. That should be equals to this 1 minus 0, it's 1. The next 0 minus 1, it's minus 1. Second row as it is, no changes, into A. Student, so in the next transformation, my target is this element. Now this I should make it as 0. So the best method is, this is in second row, so I write R2 dash changes to R2 minus R1. My target is this element. If other elements are changing, let it change. But first row is not changing here. So first row elements are as it is. 1, 2 as it is. Now student, 1 minus 1. I will write it here. 1, R2 is, this R2 is 1 here, minus R1. Corresponding to this R1 is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, I got 0 here. Now next, second row is 3 minus R1. Corresponding to this 3, R1 is 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Oh, I'm very lucky that I got this also 1 in this transformation itself. So this is equals to, first row as it is, no changes, 1 minus 1. Next this is R2, 0 minus 1, so it's minus 1. Next 1 minus of minus 1, so it is 1 plus 1, it's 2 into A. Now student, the only element left out is this 2. I should make this 2 as 0. So since this 2 is in R1, I will write, now student, this 2 is in R1, so the transformation will be R1 dash changes to R1 minus, again, R2, because, sorry, 2 times of R2 here, because I should make 0. 2 times of R2, because if I want to make this is 0, this should be equals to 2. Now first, now 1 minus 0 into any number is 0, so 1 minus 0 is 1. Then next is 2 minus 2, it is 0. Second row as it is 0 and 1. That should be equals to, first 1 minus, sorry, here it is 1 minus of minus 2, it is 3. Then next is R, sorry, here it is, sorry, R1 is minus 1, minus 2 into 2, it's minus 4. Because I will do the work here. R1 it is minus 1, minus 2, R2 is 2. This transformation. So minus 1, minus 4, it's minus 5. Second row, this row as it is, no changes. Minus 1 and 2. This is A as it is. This here, I am keep writing. Now student, this is an identity matrix. So obviously, this is my inverse. Therefore, A power minus 1, that is A inverse is 3 minus 5 minus 1, 2. This is the answer. Now student, let us go to the next problem, and next problem will take using column operations. Find the inverse of matrix 3, 10, 2, 7 using elementary column operations. So here has given a matrix, and he said that with the help of column operations we should find its inverse. So far we use only row operation. Now let us check with the column operation. So solution, let A equals 3, 10, 2, 7. Now student, in column operation we will not follow the U-shape pattern, but we will follow this pattern. First is this element, this is first changes, we should change first this element, then first row elements, first row second element is our next target, then next second column second element is our third target, then first column second element will be our fourth target. Like this we will change the elements. So first we will change the first element of first row, then we will change the first element of second column, the next is second element of second column, at the end second element of first column. This pattern will follow to find the inverse of the given matrix using column operations. Okay, the condition here is A is equals to A into I. This is the condition we will use to find the inverse with the help of column operations. So it is 3, 10, 2, 7. This is equals to A 1, 0, 0, 1. Now, student, first is this element. In place of 3, I need 1. Now, the best method to make this 1 is I can divide by 3, but it's my suggestion to all the students, avoid division in the first step itself. Avoid division in the very first step. The reason is some students will get confused in LCM in the next steps. What happens if you take division in the first step itself? Some other elements may not divide by this number, and that fraction keep continuing, and for some student, for an average student, it may create problem. because they must take LCM again and again, so they may get wrong in that. So just because of that reason, avoid division in the very first step. So then what is the next method? If I am not dividing with this by 3, what I should do? See, it is column operation. So this is the first column and this is the second column. I should take the help of this now. So what I can do, this is 3, already 3 is there. So I will multiply this by 3 and subtract with this. So if I multiply this by 3, first column if I multiply by 3, I will get 9 here, 9 and will get subtracted by 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. It's very simple. And student, as I told in the beginning itself, there are infinite methods to make this element as 1 or corresponding elements are 1 or 0. Whatever I am writing here is whatever I feel comfortable that I am writing at the time of examination or in the examination hall. Whatever you feel it is good, you feel it is better to you, you can adopt that, but make sure that the elements should change according to the identity matrix. Now here it is, but here I am avoiding division. Then what else I can do here is, this is in first column, so C1 dash changes to, this I will multiply by minus 3, so it becomes minus 9, that I will add with this 10, I will get 1. So minus 3 times of C1 plus C2. So what do I get? Minus 3, C1 is 3 plus C2 is 10. So it is minus 9 plus 10, it is 1. Okay, 1 here. Next, 2 I have. Minus 3 into 2 plus C2 is 7. It is minus 6 plus 7, it is 1. 1. This is the first column. Second column as it is. No changes in the second column. So 10, 9, 7. That is equals to A matrix. And next is here minus 3. First column is 1 plus C2 is 0. So it's minus 3. Next is minus 3. C1 is 0. First column plus C2 is 1. So it is 1. This is 0 and 1. Okay. This is the first step. So now the next step is, you should make this element as 0. So student, to make this element as 0, what I can do is, I will multiply this by 10 and I will subtract with this. So C2, this is in second column, dash changes to C2 minus 10 C1. So first column as it is 191. C2. C2 is what? 10 minus 10. C1 corresponding to this is 1. So student, 10 minus 10, it is 0. Okay, here it is 0. So next is C2 is 7 minus 10. Corresponding to this 7, C1 is 1. So this is 7 minus 10, it's minus 3. Okay. The next, as it is, first column as it is, minus 3, 1. Now student, here 0 is there and C2 is 0. This C2 is 0 minus 10 minus 10. C1 is minus 3. So minus into minus plus, 0 plus 30, it is 30. Okay. The next C2 is 1 minus 10. C1 is 1. So 1 minus 10, it is minus 9. Okay, student, this is the second step. Now student, my target is this element now. In place of minus 3, I need 1. Now student, in this position, in this step, I will try to divide by minus 3. Because here, after this, only one element is left out. So I don't think it will be difficult if at all any LCM comes. Only one step it is. But still, if you can avoid division, it's better. But here, what I will do, this is in second column. So complete second column will be divided by minus 3, C2 by minus 3. That is C2 divided by minus 3. Complete second column is dividing by minus 3. So what do I get now? First column as it is 1, 1. 0 divided by any number. It's 0, no changes. Minus 3 divided by minus 3 is 1. This is equals to A. First column as it is minus 3 and 1. Now student, this I am dividing by minus 3. This complete column I am dividing by minus 3. 30 divided by minus 3, it's minus 10. Minus 9 divided by minus 3, it's plus 3. Now student, my target is this last element. In place of this one, I need 0. So this is in first column. So the best transformation is C1 dash changes to C1 minus C2. Because this is also 1. So I can subtract these two things. And but remember that other element should not change here. Because this is the last element. So 1 minus 0 is, it's 1. 1 minus 1, it's 0. Okay. Now, second column as it is 0 and 1. That should be equals to A into minus 3, minus into minus, plus 10. Minus 3 plus 10, it's plus 7. Minus 10 as it is. On second column, 1 minus 3, it's minus 2, and second column 3 as it is. Student, I got an identity matrix here, and this is the new changes in the matrix. So this matrix I can call it as inverse matrix. Therefore, A inverse is 7 minus 10 minus 2, 3. So student, this is about column operation. I hope you people understood this. Now student, if you have any doubt in today's concept, you can put your doubt in comment box. And student, to help the needy student, keep sharing our videos and don't forget to subscribe our channel if you are new to this channel. Thank you student.